Let's talk about doing absolutely nothing. You know, that thing we all do but kind of feel guilty about? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into the hidden science of stillness, and trust me, it might just be the most productive thing you do all day.
So, I want you to really think about this. When you find yourself just sitting there, maybe staring out a window, does that little voice pop into your head? The one that says, you should be doing something, you're wasting time. Sound familiar?
Well, get ready for this, because neuroscience has a huge surprise for you. It turns out that in those exact moments when you think you're slacking off, your brain is actually kicking into high gear. I mean, it is working its absolute hardest.
So, let's just tackle that feeling head-on, shall we? This first part is all about the guilt of doing nothing. I mean, we're all taught that being busy is what matters, but the science, it tells a completely different story.
Okay, so this all kind of started when some neuroscientists at Harvard were looking at brain scans, and they noticed something really fascinating. Whenever people in their studies weren't focused on a specific task, just chilling between activities, their brains didn't just go quiet. Nope, they flipped into this special superactive mode. So what is this special mode? Well, that brings us to our next section, your brain's repair mode. And that's literally what it is. This is not downtime, it is essential maintenance. All right, the fancy science name for this is the default mode network, or DMN for short. And the name kind of gives it away, right? It's the brain's default setting. It's this whole network that specifically powers up the second you power down from the outside world. So, what's this DMN so busy with? Just think of it like your brain's personal tidying up crew. It's sorting through your recent memories, figuring out what to keep and where to file it. It's processing all the emotions you've dealt with. And, this is the big one, it's quietly connecting all these different ideas in the background. That's where your best plans and creative ideas come from. So, here's the bottom line. When you're being still, you are not being lazy. You are actively letting your brain get into this crucial repair mode. It's kind of like hitting the save button on everything you've experienced. Okay, but what happens if we don't? Let's flip this around and talk about the dangers of being busy all the time. If we never give our brain this chance to repair, what happens? Get this. A major study from Harvard found that the average person's mind is just wandering for almost half of the time they're awake. We're talking nearly 47% of the time. And for the longest time, science thought this was a bad thing, like a bug in the system. But now, MRI data shows the complete opposite. This mind wandering, this is the foundation for creativity and insight. It's why your best ideas always seem to hit you in the shower, right? Not when you're staring at your work. And the difference is just wow. Look, research from the American Psychological Association shows that nonstop stimulation keeps your stress hormones jacked up, which leads to a tired brain and a weaker memory. But letting your mind wander, that's what boosts your natural intelligence and sparks those aha moments. All right, so we get the problem. Now for the good stuff. Let's talk about the solution, the science of true rest. How can we actually do this on purpose? So scientists over at Stanford University found something really important. When you intentionally do nothing, and listen, this is key, it has to be totally goal-free, no agenda, your body switches into something called parasympathetic mode. And this isn't just in your head, it's a full body thing. You've heard of fight or flight, right? Well, this is the opposite. It's often called rest and digest. It's your body's built-in system for healing, for calmness, for real clarity. It's basically what sets the stage for your brain's repair crew to get to work. And you want to know the best part? How long does this take? You're not going to believe it. Just 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. 5 to 10 minutes of real, screen-free rest is enough to make a real difference. Okay, so how do you do it? It's so simple. Step 1, get away from all your screens. Step 2, and this is super important, don't try to meditate. Don't try to empty your mind. There's no goal here. Step 3, just let go of that pressure to be productive. And finally, step 4, just sit there in silence and let your mind do its thing. And we can actually see this happening in the brain. EEG studies show that when you do this, your brain waves literally slow down. And that change, it's directly tied to feeling less anxious. It's like a natural chill pill. So, from now on, when you catch yourself just spacing out, staring out the window, stop that feeling of guilt. Instead, I want you to tell yourself this: I am scientifically healing my brain. Because, honestly, that's exactly what you're doing. Because when it comes down to it, the The science is crystal clear. We're all so obsessed with being productive that we've completely forgotten that sometimes the most important thing you can possibly do is absolutely nothing